Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week at Bungie, we're closing out 2019. It's been quite a year. While we continue to build Destiny 2, we began the journey to publish it as well. Since then, we've invited Guardians to master the menagerie in Season of Opulence. We returned to the moon to reunite with a familiar friend and confront new nightmares. We repelled a Vex invasion and set off a chain of events that are currently being discovered by Guardians in Season of Dawn. With the passing of each season, Destiny 2 has evolved. On top of all that, we welcome new Guardians to Destiny 2 and unify the community across all platforms with cross-save. None of this would have been possible without you. Thanks for sticking with us throughout the years. It's hard to believe we find ourselves in the 5th year of Destiny. We're celebrating the end of this amazing year with the Dawning, which kicked off this week. Eva is back with her new holiday oven, as well as new recipes and treats to deliver across the solar system. Perhaps you'll even want to give some to old Nemesis. Be sure to grab some Dawning bounties. They reward both Bright Dust and double experience. Now moving into next week, we have the Dawn of Iron. Yes, that's right, boys. Iron Banner is making a return. It is the first Iron Banner of Season of Dawn. It starts on Tuesday at 9 a.m. and will conclude on December 31st. Now Bungie states right here that there will be a new Armor 2.0 version of the Iron Triage set available this season. The seasonal pursuit to earn this armor will work similar to last season, but we've changed some of the steps and what weapons are required to gain progress. In case you are just joining us, here's a refresher of how it works. There's a new seasonal pursuit, which must be completed prior to being able to turn in tokens to purchase packages from Lord Saladin. Now, this pursuit is character-based and rewards a Season of Dawn armor set. Each step of the pursuit awards Iron Banner weapons or armor. Most of the objectives within the pursuit track progress at any point during Season of Dawn, even if you have not acquired the pursuit. Until the seasonal pursuit has been completed, all rewards will be attained from completing matches and bounties. Now, Bungie states right here that all rewards will be weapons until the seasonal pursuit has been completed, and there'll be 7 bounties offering pinnacle rewards, which of course caps out at 970, but only 4 are available per event. I'm sure it's going to be on the same level as like last season's Iron Banner quest, but probably with just different weapons. Might throw in some sidearm kills. I'm trying to think, what is our pinnacles this season, or rituals? It might require some linear fusion rifle kills. Oh my god. If it requires linear fusion rifles, just prepare yourself, boys. Iron Banner is going to be full of Arbalest. Now, Bungie goes on to say that if you were paying close attention to the Season of the Dawn calendar, you may have noticed an Iron Banner themed bow. That image will also show up as a director dialogue in the game when Iron Banner starts next week. We were hoping to have the new Iron Banner bow available this season, but it had to be pushed to Season 10. Sorry about the delay, but we wanted to call it out and avoid any confusion. Alright, that was actually what I was looking forward to the most, considering we don't really have any Iron Banner weapons, or I guess at least new Iron Banner weapons. But that bow was going to be absolutely disgusting, and that is Point of the Stag. It's actually a combat bow present in our energy slot. It comes with perks like No Distractions, Archer's Tempo, Eye of the Storm, and yes, the new trait Vorpal Weapon. Now, considering the crit damage that is on our other combat bows, which puts it in that 684 draw time, those bows inside of Crucible hit approximately 151 damage per crit. With something like Vorpal, I really think it was going to be possible to one crit supers with this bow, which is killer here. Now, I don't know what's keeping Bungie from releasing this bow right now, but they're holding off an entire season, which makes me wonder if they're actually going to rework Vorpal Weapon, which kind of sucks. We haven't actually reviewed this trait yet, but just know it substantially increases that damage against supers and allows things like Breach Light, which is the sidearm, to 3 burst supers. I know earlier today we talked about the Scout Rifle, Patron of Lost Causes, which could also potentially 3-tap supers, all due to the perk Vorpal Weapon. So I'm pretty bummed out, guys, that we're not going to be seeing that next week. Iron Banner Christmas is looking a little bland, a little bleak. Outside of that, guys, there's some known issues going around right now. The EDZ obelisk can sometimes not be accessed. It's no sometimes about it. I tried for 30 minutes earlier to get into that obelisk, and I loaded into the sludge, sparrowed my way all the way up to that obelisk, and still I couldn't get into it. There's also a bug going on right now where warlocks cannot blink after switching weapons or canceling sprint. There's probably a combination of things there, but if you're a warlock main that uses blink a bunch, let us know. Have you been blink locked? I feel like that's a reoccurring bug. I'm almost certain, because at one time, I'm not saying I was a warlock main, but I did play warlock a bit, just a tiny bit, and I want to say we also ran into blink lock. Whether we associate it as blink lock though or sprint lock, it was one or the other. Other than that, guys, this is the final TWAB going into Christmas. You've got things like the cold front to to go after. A lot of recipes there with the Dawning event. And if you're like me, I have a lot of fractalines to farm. I've got a lot of upgrading with my obelisks to do, because here in the next few days, we're going to start diving into mods more, as they play a role in not just PvE, but also in PvP. By the way, you probably just saw some Last Hope gameplay. That's right. I just got through playing with a very well-rolled Last Hope. We're probably going to individually review it, but we also have our Rise of Sidearm video coming out, I would say within the next 48 hours. I know I've been kind of pushing it back, but we've had some new sidearms drop on us, so sorry about the delay, guys. Well, fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.